And welcome back, everyone. This is Mate Sipper here on this beautiful Sunday morning. It is I, Queen of Sauce, here to teach you my new mouth-watering recipe for my Shaker cookbook, baked fish. Whenever I make this one at home, my two cats go bananas. I need a second chef around just to keep them from hopping up on the counter for a bite. Just make sure the fish is fresh, preferably caught with your own rod. Now watch as I place the fish on a bed of spring greens. We have learned how to make baked fish. Alright, well, it is raining today. Let's see what the weather's going to do tomorrow. It's going to be clear and sunny. Alright, perfect. So, the goal today is... I want to get over to the community center, first of all. Oops, I don't know why I'm putting that in there. And just kind of clear up some of the stuff I have set aside for the community center. And from there, I'm going to swing over to Robin's and kind of see what's going on there. If we have enough of money to get the house upgrade, I'd really like to work on that. But obviously if we don't, then that will be something that we will work on. So it looks like... Okay, we need that for Gunther. We need that for Gunther. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. These are all good. That I'm saving for something. We need that. Those are okay. We need that. We need that. And that. And that. That's for Gunther. Actually, we'll take that one. We need that, and that, and that. Alright. So that should be everything that we're going to run over to the community center. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to bring along... I don't remember how much wood it takes for the house upgrade. As I said, I don't think I have enough money for it, but just in case I do. I want to be proactive in my approach, I guess. It's the best way to put it about getting it done. And it doesn't look like we have any geodes that need smashed, so alright, with that, we're going to head down south and say hi to this lady in the cart. And then from there, we'll work our way over to Gunther's, hop on the minecart, head north, go to the mines, talk to Robin, and come back over to the farm to harvest our summer squash and probably go fishing. So it's going to be kind of a busy day today, but it should be rather rewarding. Oh my gosh, we got the red cabbage. Well, we definitely can't afford... Yeah, we definitely cannot afford the house upgrade now, so I'm just going to go to the house. We have done it, everyone. We have done it, folks. So yeah, now it's just a matter of making sure we get our animal buildings built. So that's what I am going to do. I'm going to requisition the construction of a coop in place of the house. So that will be nice. I don't remember what is required to build a coop, so let's take a bunch of stone, bring a bunch of copper, and I'm going to grab my fishing pole. I think today, it's a good idea to go fishing with it raining and all. Maybe we'll catch some fish that we are in dire need of. Let's see. These are just regulars, right? Okay, I'm going to throw these in here. And the rest of these... Oh wow, we got a gold star. That's cool. Not any other crops, right? No. Alright, the last one, we'll sell at Pierre's. As we definitely need some more seeds here. Man, yeah, that thunder is loud. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. It's been going pretty good here. Can't complain. It's kind of getting everything reined in and ready for the change of seasons. Squid Kid. Well, we're probably not going to be doing that, but we'll grab that. Never know, maybe tomorrow we'll end up in the mines. Which if we do, I think that would be a good use of our time. Hey, Penny. I'm going to go inside. I just wanted a quiet moment. Yeah, it's nice to stand outside in the rain for a little bit. It's pretty relaxing to just kind of watch the rain fall. But, wow, we got a lot of rewards out of Gunther today. That one, I know what that one is. That should be a flute block. Nice. Got ourselves some artwork, a flute rock, a singing stone, and a flute block. So yeah, with that, we'll head up to Robin's, and then we'll drop down to the community center and begin our fishing after that. So I don't know if we're going to be able to finish any of the bundles for say. Sorry about that cut there. There was a truck that was being exceptionally loud driving by, so I need to kind of pause the recording. Let's see here. We would like to get a coop. Alright, we do not have enough money for the coop. Well, poop. That's fine. Let's see, had I not bought this red cabbage, we would have been able to get a coop. But I think after today we should be able to get a coop with all the fishing we're going to do. Well, maybe not, because if I go over to Pierre's and buy a bunch of seeds, then we probably won't be getting the coop, huh? Alrighty, put that in there. Wow, we got the duck feather and everything, too. Goes there. Maple syrup. Do I want to put it in chef? Oh, I have a fiddlehead fern. I should have brought that. Oh well. Ooh, yeah, I might not do that one. I think I might bring these over to the other side. Put the crab in here. And with that, we get crap pots. I believe should be the reward. Yep, it is. So I don't really use those. They're not a bad way to get fishing experience, but they're, I don't know, they're just not very useful to me. But I don't know, maybe if you like them, then I'd love to kind of know why. Like I said, the fish you catch out of them is not really, in my opinion, worth the bait that you have to use to get them. I'm sure that someone has a, oops. I not bring my pepper? Oh, don't tell me. I must have sold my pepper. Oh well. Well, we'll definitely get some more peppers before the end of the season, so should be good on that front. Load you, and you, and you. What do we get for this one? Should be summer seeds, I believe. Nice, it is. The exotic. Oh, well, we could finish this off, so pine tar for sure. I think I'd rather do maple syrup in this one. And oak resin in the other one. And the reason is just, I kind of prefer having, I just don't want to use 2 oak resins, I guess, on this. Which, it's not a big deal if you do. It's just, I personally don't really want to do that. Oak resin is very useful in this game. Is really all I need to say about that. It helps you create one of the most useful items, I guess, in the game, and so because of that, it just has some value behind it. Alright, Pierre, here to get some seeds. Sell summer squash. I don't know if this one is required for me to sell in the box or not, so I'm gonna sell it, but as you can see, we're gonna get like 1,600 bucks for it. Sunflower seeds. So this is the one I'm actually gonna buy at Joja. But yeah, we will get, we'll just do 20 corn seeds. And kind of want to start working on getting friendship with Caroline. So I'll buy 5 of these. I don't want to spend more than that on those. And yeah, head over to the farm, offload all this stuff, and then we're gonna begin our fishing day. Fishing should go pretty well. So I don't know, I don't really like the note block. I'll put it somewhere in here. I'll probably just put it over here. But yeah, every time you walk by, it'll make a sound. If you ever want to change the sound, actually, I'll go over this. You just hold the right click, and so now when I walk by, it'll do that sound instead. So you can set those up in kind of a way that you can, well, make music with them. As I said, I don't know. I'm not very creative when it comes to that, so I don't think I'll be using those to make any wonderful songs. If anyone who watches me has done that to make a song, you should share it with me. I think that would be cool. Like, I'm not opposed to using them. They definitely do have their uses. It's just, me personally, I don't know. It's just not something that I get a lot of use out of. Kind of like in Minecraft, I don't really use the note blocks too much. Like, yeah, they exist, and they're pretty cool, and I see people do some pretty neat things with them. But me personally, not so much. Singing Stone is another one that we will put, we'll put over here. So, yeah, so when you right click on it, it plays a song. Jade Hills, I already do not have enough wall space for my pictures, so, alright, we'll put you in here for now. Autumn's Bounty, even though it's not quite autumn yet in the game, it is a good item, so I'll put that there. And these crab pots, I'm going to put them in the lake, or not the lake, sorry, in the river. So in the river, here on our farm, the only thing that they're going to be able to catch is going to be like crayfish and trash. But if you ever want to put them someplace like the ocean, you can catch lobster. They're like, I'm not opposed to them. I don't hate them. I don't get a lot of use out of the crab pots personally. And some of that has to do kind of with how they were originally programmed. They used to be a lot more glitchy than they are now. Where it was a lot easier to accidentally pick them up. And so I just end up getting annoyed by them. And they did fix it, so it's not as likely you're just gonna like grab it, I guess. I still don't really get a lot of joy out of them, I guess. Now we're gonna head up to the lake. We need to get that sturgeon. And from there, I guess we'll just see what happens. Hopefully we can get it today. Yeah, so I hope everyone's week has been going well, or hopefully everything's working out in the way that you want it to. Things have been pretty chill here. It's been really cold at night. So we're not quite getting into the snowy season yet, but we might be getting close to that point soon. It's not unheard of for it to begin snowing here in October. So it could happen. And then, let's see what else is going on. All the trees are starting to kind of turn their yellows and oranges, so it's starting to get kind of pretty out here. As I said, it's been getting chilly at night, so I guess the trees are realizing that it's time to turn. So I definitely welcome the change. Still doing some work with the accounting stuff. Still, I don't know, just kind of hanging out, enjoying life. Trying to remember if anything major's really happened around here. I guess my family came up and visited us recently. Stopped in to say howdy hoodle. My brother and I have been putting together kind of a small project. We're thinking of going into a business together. Kind of. It's nothing with YouTube, it's something completely different. So, if you live in the United States, you're very much aware of the mess that's become the housing market. So my brother and I were thinking of buying our first house. And so we think that we'd be able to get a mortgage if, between his credit and then my wife and my credit. And so what we're thinking of doing is getting a duplex and starting a business around it, and then selling the house into the duplex, and then when we move out, renting out the duplex. Because we both live in Lincoln, here in Lincoln, Nebraska, which is a college town. So if we do that, then not only would it give us property, which makes it easier to get loans and buy a house again in the future, but it can potentially become a revenue generating vehicle. Plus, it would be beneficial for our younger siblings. So I have a sister who may decide to go to college out here in Nebraska, or she might not, but if she does, then she'd at least have a house that she could pay a little bit less rent in. And then we wouldn't have to fight over who gets the rent, because it would just go into the company and be split up. So, I don't know. I won't talk too much about the business stuff. There's a lot of interesting things with business to make sure that you're not, to make sure that you're following the laws. Sorry, another vehicle went by. But, following the laws and not only protecting yourself, but also protecting your business from litigation. So I don't know, I'm not super business savvy. As I said before, I did work in an industry where most of the work I did do was either legal work or business generation. And so I've done a lot of work in kind of building businesses, not for myself personally, but for clients and other people who were interested in organizing their business from a sole proprietorship into something like an LLC or an S Corp, or if they had really, really big ambitions into a Schedule C. So it's, there's a lot of work with it. And then I never helped with the formation of any nonprofits, but I did help with some accounting with nonprofits, and so I'm aware of some of the standards with it. I think the only work I've never done in accounting has to do with municipalities, which when my wife and I first moved out here, I was debating on working for the city. But sorry, I just had to pop my back. I ultimately decided against it because all the positions had to do with the revenue department. And it is cool to be able to say, oh yeah, like I'm an accountant, you know, I do work for these companies and I oversee like money being moved around, you know, things like that. That's pretty cool. But if you tell anyone that you work for the revenue department, you're not very popular here in the US. So the revenue department of municipalities and states usually has to do with tax collection. And, well, no one really likes paying taxes, as is probably no big surprise. Rich people don't like paying taxes, and so they hire people to make sure that they don't pay taxes. And poor people really don't like paying taxes because they don't have a lot of money to give. And so when you tell people that you work for the revenue department, well, they definitely have an opinion about you. And so, since I don't want my wife's car to be burned or my truck to be ransacked, I don't think that it's in my best interest to work for either of those departments. So as you can see, I moved over here. I'm going to start trying to catch pike. It's a little late to catch sturgeon. This area here is kind of an interesting area. There's a legendary fish that hangs out in this area in the fall. Depending on what level my fishing is, I might try to go for it. This fall, it's probably one of the easier ones to catch. Excuse me. But the only stipulation behind it is that you... Man, I am catching very low quality fish. But the stipulation is that you cast from this point here. And I don't remember where you have to hit. I'll definitely look it up. But there's usually a spot that you have to hit to actually get the fish. But yeah, I will definitely bring that information to you as soon as we get to that point in the year. Obviously, with it only being the 7th day of summer, we have quite a ways to go. So I'm not too amazed with the fish we caught today. Like, I think the only one I will smoke is probably this bass. I might smoke the bullheads, but I think I'd rather just sell them. It's not really worth the 50 minutes to me to wait. I think I'd rather just kind of have the money. Plus, on top of that, I have to spend coal, and, you know, it's just kind of it's expensive, but with that, we're going to head to bed for the night. See what we made off with. Nice, cool $4,000. We got the red cabbage though, so can't complain. But with that, this has been Mate Sipper, wishing you a good rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Bye.